Hello, Astro Cuties. Are you familiar with this symbol? I bet you are. As an astrotherapist, I'm obsessed with Chiron because Chiron literally is like a direct clue / map to some of the deepest wounding you have and is some healing work that you need to do in this lifetime. So in this video, I want to talk about each of the Chiron signs, the zodiac signs, and talk about what might be something that you're working on, a wound, something that needs some healing attention from you. So hello, my name is Lisa. I'm an astrotherapist, which is a licensed therapist who integrates astrology into my work with clients, which basically means I utilize the power of the birth chart to better help my clients understand their strengths, their weaknesses, themes in their life that they cannot avoid based on their birth chart. We also look at the transits right now to see how to support you in this current moment with whatever is showing up in your life. So today we're talking about Chiron again because I'm obsessed, of course, again, as an astrotherapist, the wounding, literally, take your Chiron to your therapist if you have one, because this is the juiciest meat of your chart where there's things that you have to address. And you might have already addressed it. You know, we're all on a different spectrum with our Chiron, right? It's a lifelong journey, honestly. So in future videos, I'm going to talk about how you can utilize your Chiron wound to actually help other people, right? Because you've probably heard of this concept of the wounded healer, right? It's like if you do your healing work, it can kind of be your superpower or like something you have to give to the world, right? But for now, we're going to talk about the wounding because we got to start there. Okay, let's jump into it. Also, let me know in the comments, do you resonate with this? I love learning from all of you. I literally do. So here we go. Okay, Chiron and Aries, okay? Maybe there's some kind of wounding around your sense of self, your identity. Maybe there's wounding around your self-assertion, something around independence, autonomy. Maybe you didn't have autonomy, or it could also be the opposite, which is so real with astrology, where it's like you had to be too independent for some reason based on your upbringing, right? So there's some kind of wounding around that, right? So again, around self, identity, initiation, assertion, leadership. Are you scared to do that? Is it something you overly had to do? Chiron and Aries. Okay, Chiron and Taurus, usually something around self-worth, big wounds here, okay? There might be something related to your relationship to your body, might be related to money, abundance, resources, some kind of wounding based on your childhood, something also maybe around values, maybe what you were taught, maybe needing to unlearn some things. Taurus, Chiron. Okay, Chiron and Gemini, maybe there's some wounding around speaking, communicating, this fear of sharing your wisdom, like hiding. Maybe you were silenced. Maybe you couldn't speak up. Maybe there's wounding within your brain, thought patterns. We all have this, by the way, but limiting beliefs, like something within the mind, okay? The Gemini, how you think and how you communicate, okay? Maybe it's scary. Maybe you were taught things that you have these beliefs that you're stuck with. Gemini Chiron is having to unlearn that. Oh, by the way, I totally forgot I put on my Chiron earring for this. That's the symbol. I love it. It's a key. That's, again, that energy that's like the wounding is also, it's the key to unlock something. That's really important for you. Okay, Chiron and Cancer. Maybe there's something complicated with family. Now, obviously, all of us have this, especially as an astrotherapist. I'm well aware we all have stuff with family, but something complicated with family. Maybe there's something complicated for you around your relationship to your emotions, your intuition. Maybe you weren't allowed to have emotions. Maybe that was complicated. Maybe it wasn't modeled for you. I often see also with Chiron and Cancer, there's some complicated relationship with like the feminine archetype that you have to work through in this lifetime. Okay, Chiron and Leo. Ooh, this is definitely like the wounded inner child, okay? Maybe you weren't seen enough. There's like some kind of wounding around being seen, a fear of being seen, fear of self-expression, like a needing to hide away. Definitely deep inner child work. That's like so huge with Leo, Chiron. Okay, last one for now, Chiron and Virgo. Maybe you're a deep overthinker, overanalyzing. Maybe you put a lot of pressure on yourself. You're really self-critical. Maybe somebody, when you were growing up, was incredibly critical of you. Maybe there was this pressure to be perfect, which, by the way, literally doesn't exist. Perfection is a fallacy, okay? Also, maybe you learned to overly like self-sacrifice yourself for others, like you're a giver, and this is like something you need to work on because you don't want to forget about yourself. All right, that's it for today. What is your Chiron sign? Do you resonate with any of this? Let me know in the comments. Let's get into it. Where are you on this journey with healing your Chiron? Is it something that's still hard for you? Is it something you've really worked on? Also, let's definitely celebrate that. I love celebrating the work we've already done and a lot of compassion for whatever Chiron wound you have. Because reminder, we all have a Chiron in our chart. It's something we all have to work on. So let me know in the comments, where's your Chiron? Where's your Chiron? Let's talk about it. I have so much compassion for everyone's Chiron.